Welcome back. Imagine YouTube just decide I was still showing you guys the wallpapers. I don't know when it crashed, but I looked up to my monitor and it's just like stream done. Like, okay, cool. It just ended my stream. I don't know if there's like a time. I doubt there's a stream like time limit. Like, that seems a bit weird, but my PC was dying afterwards. Like, something died. I'm not sure what it was, but rip money. Money's gone. All my viewers gone. It's a sad life. You know, that's just silly, man. Like, what the hell? I don't know what happened. Maybe my OBS just died. I'm not sure. But, you know, it is what it is. These things happen. It's just a shame that we lost Moni. It's crazy that that person is up. I'm just gonna say they, because I don't know their gender. But they joined the stream around about 5-ish my time, which means it was like early, like 2 a.m. for them. Imagine. Neon is my weakness. I am a proper slut for neon. I have made my artworks that I did for myself. These were my first artworks that I made for myself. Were neon. I am just an absolute sucker for neon. Neon is my favorite color palette by 1,010. Like, there's no, like, look, just look at it. Neon is the best thing in the world. But it's also difficult. Like, making neon look good, like, it has to be a perfect balance between the pink, cyan, purple, and sometimes yellow, if you do use yellow. It's a difficult color scheme to do if you do it from scratch, because the balance of those is important, like the ratios. Like, this is one where I did not do it properly, if I have to be honest. Yeah, regarding this animation, we're almost done. I think just need to animate this arm, get some realistic movement in this arm, and then we can send it. I'm not gonna deliver this artwork just yet because the client still needs to tell me what background they want to use, but we got a majority of it done. You guys saw the like actual After Effects part last night, so it's basically, I'm just gonna take the character, plop it on the background. I'm gonna put the text there. I'm gonna make an animation out of the text, and then I'll add in some background effects and just like make it look as one, as if the character belongs on the background. There you go. That is this animation complete. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. my PC almost crashed, and I haven't saved this animation at all. I only saved it once my PC started crashing. I was like, no, please, please, not the animation. Yeah, rest in peace, Moni. It's happened before. Like, oh my lord, it's happened before. I've lost whole artworks. Like, the one artwork, the animation, like, prep part, the Photoshop part, takes the longest by far. By far. And this one time, I just did not save. At all. And then it just crashed on me, and I had to redo 4 hours of work. I wanted to just die there and then. Let's see if the client has actually said it. Yeah, so the client has not said anything yet, but let's see. Hi, my name is Necro. I'm Steam, and I always want my own custom avatar. Okay, so he actually paid for an avatar and a custom avatar plus art profile. The theme is black and green. I'm into necromancy and undead stuff, and also protect the race. I don't have a general idea what I want. Interesting. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna use the clouds background. I'm gonna use the clouds background, and I'm gonna put the lightning in. I'm not gonna put too much effect on the background, and just get his name in. And then if he really wants to change the background, I can just throw something else in there, and then just add a few effects onto it. And we're out of music again. Yeah, there you go. No, we weren't. It was just muted. Yeah, I need to take the background, pop it in here. Whew, I don't know what's up with these. We haven't gotten Moni back yet. It's a sad day for the stream. So I think you actually missed this part as well. So this is how I get the right dimensions for the actual background. I made a template by just going into my Steam profile on my browser and screenshotting it and like cutting it out. So I've made templates with the single piece, the double piece, and the triple piece. That's how I get that. So then I use this. I use the magic wand tool. I just click, I crop it out, and I render it out as PNG. then heading over to the after of the effects. Now I can just throw it in there. Please don't judge me for pirating my software. I swear to fuck, I did pay for this for more than a year and a half. It just ended abruptly and I haven't got it yet. Something is launching that's not supposed to launch. And it's epic. Nice. Oh, crap, I actually haven't rendered the PNG sequence out. So, besides Lost Ark, what do you play? Like, what do you play the most? What's your favorite game? That, yo, as you could tell from my artwork, I love Cyberpunk. Cool. So I got Cyberpunk when it just came out. I am a very, very big supporter of CD Projekt Red, and I got the game on release day. I actually pre-ordered it, and I had to refund it because at the time I had a GTX 1060 6GB graphics card, and I was getting like 15 to 20 frames per second. And I'm a very competitive CSGO player, so I'm used to playing the game on like playing games at 300 frames per second, and I just cannot play games on that delay. And obviously, like, everyone's like, yeah, no, the game was a dump, like there's bugs and stuff. So I've been waiting. I got a new graphics card. I got a 3070. So Cyberpunk, Red Dead Redemption 2, and God of War. Those are the 3 games that I'm actually planning to play on stream. And I'm super excited for Cyberpunk. Like, very, very excited. But were you actually able to like run the game like properly without like what computer do you have? You must have a beast computer to play that game. But I guess it's not it won't be that surprising because yeah. Completely okay. PC parts are a lot more cheap. A lot cheaper overseas. Like we play a stupid amount for like PC components. Like we pay a ridiculous amount. You have a tank PC, nice. Have you always been into gaming? Damn. I started on the PlayStation 2. That's why I actually want to play God of War, because I've played every single God of War up to date before this one. Going on here. Wait until I throw that lightning in here. Just get it. There you go. Need to do some thingies to it. Bring that down. Tint it. Color it. And then lastly, remove the black. And then hope my PC doesn't crash. Now we do update the layer. Now on this layer, we're gonna apply a blur effect. Add a glow effect. And then overlay that. Oh no, maybe not overlay. Do add. Drop the intensity. So now, this is another thing that our brains are very used to seeing, and that's how light interacts with objects around it. It's one of those things that technically you don't think about it, you don't know how it works, you have no idea what's going on with it. But when you see something wrong, your brain immediately notices it, even if you don't know what it is. Like, for instance, here, like, okay, this looks cool, but something looks wrong, doesn't it? Can you guess what it is? I'm quickly gonna go to the bathroom. While I go to the bathroom, try and take a guess. Try and take a guess of what is wrong with this image currently. Okay, let's see your guess. The clouds looks nice. No. So it, in a sense, yes. The thing is, when light, if there's a light flash, light interacts with everything. I mean, I'm gonna use my phone as an example. If, let me see, does this? Yeah. So when light passes past you, that light interacts with you. It reflects off of you, so that it is very odd when you see light. It's supposed to be very bright, but the character's light doesn't change at all. So is that actually an easy way to fix this? But just combine these two. It's called a light wrap. Light wraps around the character. So we're gonna take the character itself, we're gonna duplicate it twice. Let's add a simple choker to this. Let's solo this layer. Let's do a Luma inverted. So now, if I increase the choke, add a Gaussian blur. Move that out. Recompose these two together. Wrap. I can use this as a basis for the background to get the color to interact with the foreground. So how we're gonna do that is we're gonna pre-compose the lighting in with the background. And we're gonna duplicate that. Unsolo all of this. We're gonna copy that up. We're gonna compose both. Composing them is basically like rendering them out and then dragging them back in. So everything inside is, you can't change it if you're outside. So let's call this light effect. So now we got the background here. It does the exact same thing. But we got this weird ghost silhouette thing. So we're going to use the ghost silhouette thing and make only the pixels on the background that is lining up with the silhouette show. So we're going to do that by doing a alpha matte. Now it only shows those pieces, but it's a bit like you can see the details. So we're gonna blur that out a bit. We're gonna add a blur to this. So when the lighting hits, it's fuzzy. It's not specific. So then we'll do this again. So now when you go outside and you put this light effect over the character itself, I will sort that line out now. But do you see how now when the lighting isn't there, the light actually interacts with the character? So when you zoom out, that looks a lot more realistic, if that makes sense. So this is a bit much in my opinion. So we're going to add it as a color dot. Makes a big difference, huh? And now we can do one more thing with light. We can add an adjustment layer called a shine. So light rays, volumetric light rays is also something in real life that we don't really pay attention to, but we notice. So if I do shine, change the colors. Yeah, it adds a lot, like a lot. People underestimate how much it actually adds. If we add that here, so what this does is this adds light rays and it's interactive. But we don't want it to be on everything, so we're gonna change what it interacts with. Let's get a part where it's actually lighting. Okay, I don't think it's gonna work too well because of this bad boy here, but we can mask that out and reduce the effect substantially. Don't know how I feel about this effect. Uses too much of the actual character's brightness itself. We can fix it with masks. No one will know. How will they know? How will they know? you go. One last thing I would like to take advantage of is this eyeball. I like this eyeball a lot. So we're gonna duplicate the character. Going to track that eyeball. Gonna make a new null object to apply it to. That at the top. Take this character. Null, recompose it. Call it eyeball. Gonna create a nice little solid over here. We're gonna use that tracking information of the eyeball so that that follows the actual eyeball. And we're gonna use that as a mask. Mask out the eyeball. Now we have the eyeball on a separate layer that we can add effects to. For example, if I add a deep glow to it, now we have the eyeball with a deep glow effect. You can do all sorts of funky shit like this. I'm not actually gonna do this, but it's one of the funky stuff that you can do. If I do this, that. Actually, I might actually keep that in there. I don't know, maybe the guy doesn't like it. Maybe he does. I don't know. If he doesn't, I'll just remove it. What do you think? Let me make it bigger so that you can see properly. Yeah, it is a little funky eyeball, isn't it? Now, just to make things moody. Again, lighting. Actually, before we do that, let's fade out the bottom piece here. Also, something that I can do that I've never really done before is I can duplicate the light effect and scale it up, put it behind that, and then I don't know. It's something. Maybe if I drop the opacity a bit and scale it down. Yay, nay. It was an idea, okay. Yeah, let's stick with the lighting. Lighting is the trick that always makes everyone laugh. So let's stick with that. Make things moody. Sometimes less is more. Decrease that strength. 40. There you go. That adds a little bit of ambiance. If I look at this background has lines. Yeah. So we can emphasize those lines by adding a border with the same thickness as those lines. But I agree with you, sometimes less is more. I think we're reaching like the limits to the artwork where it should stop. Shouldn't be adding more than this, or else it becomes too much. And that is it. I'm gonna do this and deliver it as a first draft. See what happens. He didn't specifically ask for his name on the artwork, so... Now, once again, is it the right file size? And megabytes, it's a bit on the girthy side, but I can compress that bitch down. Not 18 megabytes like the one yesterday. They're gonna look at it and be like, it's double compressed. Hey, Moni Baka, you back? Sorry about that. Well, YouTube decided, okay, I've streamed enough for today. This is the end result of the artwork. What do you think? Show you the GIF version. So we decided to throw in the lightning and use the clouds background. And we did a bit of lighting effects. Does it get the all-important Moni Baka pass? Why sad noises? I don't want no sad noises, boy. I want happy noises. Stream crashed, but hey, we're back. That's all that matters, right? Yeah, let's see if we can double compress this bitch. The guy that kept asking for CSGO skins joined my Discord, and he also asked for CSGO skins in my Discord. I can't tell if he's being sincere, if he just really wants skins, or if he's trolling. Yeah, let's see if we can compress it. Come on, moment of truth. Be less than 8. Big. Yes, 8 megabytes. Let's go. And the compression. It's not ideal. I prefer it to be a bit lower. Let's see how far 3 takes it, and maybe we can just double compress it. No, fuck no. That doesn't do anything. I'm gonna have to go with 4. Unlucky. Yeah, dude, it's so stupid. I far prefer to work with workshop showcases, but very few people like to. This is a workshop showcase. It has 5 segments, and each segment has a 8 megabyte limit. So this thing in total can be 40 megabytes. If it's distributed properly. I love working with them. I don't like artworks, man. They're trolls. Okay, this boy also wanted a avatar. He sent this. I don't know what that is, but I'm not gonna use it. I might have to use it. Let's use it. See what it says. Oh, Sarah, you see the light here? See the light rays? You see what it's doing? You see what it's doing? When it comes to the avatars, I'm not too specific with the cutout. Like, I am very OCD when it comes to my cutouts. My cutouts have to be fucking perfect. But when it comes to the avatars, they're so tiny and they're so pixelated that it genuinely doesn't matter at the end of the day, because you barely see any detail in them. So I kind of run through them. It's a bit scummy, but no one's ever complained about it. Because no one notices it. So, fun question. What made you guys decide to watch streams on YouTube instead of Twitch? Curious, what is the delay here? So lazy entails you're used to YouTube and using it, and it's just easier to watch you. And you, Sarah, you said I rarely use Twitch. Going to bed. No. I rarely use Twitch only for esports and Ludwig, but Ludwig moved over to YouTube. Yeah, Ludwig is actually, fun fact, he's the reason I started like actively trying to do YouTube. I love Ludwig. He's my favorite YouTuber and streamer by far. So I actually started streaming on YouTube because YouTube actually has a discovery system. Like, you can discover people on YouTube through like the browsing feature and stuff like that, where Twitch doesn't have. So it's, and in my opinion, I don't know if you guys know the channel Alpha Gaming. He went into detail about this, about how YouTube is actually trying to improve their streaming. They're trying to beat Twitch, and they've done a lot of things in the past few years to improve their streaming. And I think in the future it's going to overtake it. So it's best to start early. Like, it's best to come to YouTube as early as possible, because now there's not a lot of streamers, so it's easier to be noticed. You might not be noticed by a lot of people, but it's easier to be noticed. And then when the eventual switch where people go from Twitch to YouTube happens, you're already like noticed, and then it won't be like information overload. And you can see this happening. A lot of people, Valkyrie, Ludwig, these people are moving over to YouTube. Even though he got banned in the first stream on YouTube. I don't know if his surname is Agrin. Ludwig is a YouTuber. Dating QTC Cinderella. QT Cinderella. Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, I agree. At the current point in time, Twitch is 100 times better to stream on than YouTube. YouTube is very primitive still, but I think that's going to change in the next 3 years. I think because YouTube has been improving their live streaming so much. At some point, YouTube is gonna catch up, and then YouTube is gonna be the place to be because you got your videos, you got your shorts. So they got TikTok, they got video, they got streams. Then they have everything centralized. It's just, I don't think it's gonna demolish Twitch to the point where Twitch won't be a thing. Twitch will always be around. They're too big. But I think YouTube is gonna, it's gonna take over the market, like, as the driving force. Yeah, I just need to add emojis, man. Like, emojis, we need emojis up in here. Twitch emojis are fire. And then currencies and stuff. Like, I had a whole currency set up with Alonians. That was my currency name on Twitch, Alonians. But I streamed for hours, and I mean hours, and I didn't even get a single viewer. So over here on YouTube, I haven't even been streaming for more than a few days, and already in one of my streams I got 3 subscribers. That's massive, dude. And I have concurrent viewers already, which is really nice. I don't have that on Twitch. What the hell? What is this? But that is all just speculation. I could be completely wrong. I don't like TikTok, but when I don't know if I'm even allowed to say this, but when I consume the devil's lettuce, dude, me and YouTube Shorts, oh my goodness. I will literally just sit for hours, and I mean hours, and just sit and watch YouTube Shorts. Don't laugh at me. Mhm. 100%. Okay, guys, we are done. This is what we've made today. We've made this artwork, this avatar, and then this artwork. Been a productive day, I think. Coming up next, we got, let me just get this out. Yeah. So the next artwork we will be doing is this character. The hell was that? This client actually had this character custom made. He had a whatchamacallit, a artist actually make this for her from scratch based on her VR character. It's not the best quality. I don't know what happened there. I feel like the artist could have sent it to her in a better quality. But you know, fine. We work with what we got. This is the next one we're doing. But alrighty, guys and girls, thank you for joining the stream. I'm gonna end it here. It is a bedtime for me. It was great having you guys watch me all day. Thank you very much. Oh, I streamed it. I don't know how much of that came through. It said no connection, and like it just dipped. But you're saying CS, so I'm assuming everything came through. That was important. So enjoy, guys. Have a beautiful night and day. Bye.